demonstrate some standing stretches this afternoon, or this evening or this morning, for whatever time zone you're in. I have a yoga mat on the floor and a folding chair to assist me with any balance issues that I might have. You ready to begin? Put your feet directly underneath your hips. Make sure your toes are facing forward. They're not pointing together or away from each other. You want them to be directly under your knees so that your nose, your knees, and your toes are all pointing in the forward direction. We're going to take a nice big deep breath in, and as we exhale, the first movement we're going to do is a full body stretch. If you can interlace your fingers and turn your hands over, face the ceiling, and reach, really reach up. Nice big movement. Let your arms float down. I like to rotate my wrists as I come down. Good. Excellent job. All right. Then I'm going to just move this chair a little bit over to the side so that I can widen my stance. I'd like to do a bit of a side stretch. We're going to reach overhead with one arm. Put your bicep right next to your ears. And come over to the side. Allowing the non-dominant hand to just ride down the outside of your thigh. Again, we're going to keep the nose, the knees, and the toes all pointed in the same direction. And we're going to take a nice big deep breath in. As we exhale, we're just going to go a little bit further. Good, and then we're going to come back to center. Bring that arm down. Maybe give a couple of rotations in the shoulder. And then let's do the other side. Keep that wide stance. Make sure those toes are pointed forward. And open up, lengthen the side of your body. Allow the resting hand to slide gently down the outside of your thigh. Inhale, and as you exhale, let's just go a little bit farther. Good job. And then let's come back to center. I like it. Let's just go ahead and heel toe walk those feet back together. We're going to make sure that your toes are facing forward. Again, not pointed in any other direction besides the same direction as your nose. Of course, until we turn our head. We're going to put our hands on our hips and we're going to do some hip circles. Oh, just pick a direction, any side. Make sure that you're breathing. See if you can draw an oval with the outside of your hips. Make sure that you also get your knees and your ankles involved in this so that all those lower body joints are getting used. Let's go ahead and reverse direction. Reminding myself right now to make sure that I'm breathing, not holding the breath. Okay, and then I'm going to do one more. We're going to come back to center in stillness. I'm just going to shake everything out. We're going to do what I call figure eights. So it's a little bit of a belly dance move. I want you to stick your right hip out and swing it back. And when that happens, then your left hip is now facing forward. We're going to swing it back. And you'll notice that you're creating a figure eight shape with your hips. Again, we want to keep the knees and the ankles also fluid in this moment while we flow through the infinity symbol with our midsection. If you hear any cracks and pops happening, it's usually my ankles. All right, now that we've done that, let's bring ourselves back to center position. Give yourself a good shake out. Now I'm gonna do a movement I like to call ring the bell. We're gonna keep our feet planted right underneath those hips. And I'm gonna just gently rotate. Allow my arms to swing like pendulums. If you can get your arm to actually tap your own back, that's great. The back of my hand is hitting about the very top of my backside. Allow your head to go with your body as it rotates left to right. Inhaling and exhaling. Allowing your knees, your ankles, your shoulders to get involved in this fluid motion. All right. Now we've rung the bell. There's another movement that's similar to ringing the bell. It's where you actually bring your hands up to the shoulder, and you're going to probably hear a sound, an audible noise when you hear my hand hit my chest. So same kind of movement. We're just going to rotate back and forth to left and right. Only this time, I'm going to bring the front arm up and give a really nice soft fist, but firm tap. Just in the upper chest area. It's as if you were going to put your hand in your armpit, but you don't. We're going to allow the reverse hand to hit the body in the back and the front hand to hit the body in the front. I like to incorporate a little bit of tapping with my stretches. Good job. All right, let's bring ourselves back to center. Gets the blood flowing a little bit. Brings your awareness to yourself so many ways. All right, let's do some head stretches. I like to bring the ear to the shoulder. Again, let's make sure those knees and those toes and that nose are in the same position, facing the same direction. I'm going to drop the ear to the shoulder. I'm going to go ahead and bring that arm, put the flat part of the palm of my hand on the side of my head. And not pull, just allow the head to drop a little tiny bit more there. And then if you would like to make this stretch just a tiny bit more intense, we'll put the other hand, I want you to put the back of your hand in the small of your back. And just rest it there. Take a nice big deep breath in, lengthen your spine, and gently let that head just fall. We're going to intensify the stretch even more by reaching for the floor. So the lower hand, we're going to just put it directly down, extend my fingertips towards the floor, and reach that way. While you're opening and lengthening the neck, you're going to reach, and you should feel a little bit of a lovely stretch there. If you'd like, again, to intensify the stretch, we'll put this hand, the back of the hand, in the small of your back. You turn your head so that your nose is down in your armpit. I hope you took a shower or a bath. And we're still going to let the palm weigh the head down just a wee bit while we rotate the head so the nose is facing the floor. And then we're going to rotate that head back to forward position. Release both of your arms, let them come to your sides, and bring your head back to center. And now we're going to do the whole thing on the opposite side. So drop your ear to your shoulder, whatever side you did before. We're doing the other side now. And allow that hand, the same side hand, to go ahead and just rest gently on the side of your head. Keep the nose forward, the knees forward, the toes forward. Allow the other hand, put the back of your hand into the small of your back. And breathe. We're going to reach for the floor. I want you to take that lower hand and just extend those fingertips like you're trying to pick something up off of the floor. Ooh, that's a little intense, isn't it? Good. And then we're going to put that hand back behind. We're going to rotate the head so that the nose is now facing the floor. You're going to still have that hand up there, not pulling on your neck, but gently just adding some weight to the head to allow it to get a little bit more of a stretch. Feel free and let that lengthen that other arm and reach for the floor again while you're in this position. I call these micro stretches. And I'm going to put that hand in the back of my body one more time. I'm going to let my head rotate back towards the forward position and bring it back to neutral. Allow my hands to come down to my thighs. Good. Let's do some more. You put your hand out, straight out, like you're saying, stop in the name of love. And grab those fingers with your opposite hand and pull them back. Maybe you can see better. Pull them back towards you. And then we're going to really intensify this stretch by reaching up, almost in that same full body stretch as the very beginning. Put the bicep right next to the ear. Keep those fingertips pointed towards the back and pull them down so that palm is flat on the ceiling. Well, if it was a low ceiling. Good, and then we take a breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to bring that hand right back down. My goodness. Feels good, doesn't it? Let's drop that, shake them out just a little bit. We'll do the other side now. Bring that arm forward. Scratch your ear. Pull, pardon me, pull those fingers back so that you're getting a nice stretch in the palm of your hand. And then we're going to raise that up so that your bicep is right next to your ear. And the flat of your hand, the palm of your hand, is going to be as if you were putting it flat on the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, just bring that hand right back down. And we will drop that and shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Do some shoulder rolls. Up and back and down. Up and back and down. Up and back and down. Up and forward and down. Up, forward and down. Back, up, forward and down. Good job. Let's give the legs a little bit more of a stretch. What do you say? So I'm going to turn this foot so that it's at a 45-degree angle for my body. And I'm going to actually turn the other one so that it's at that similar angle. Give ourselves a nice wide stance. We're going to keep the back leg nice and straight. We're just going to bend that forward leg. We don't want to go past the ankle. We just want to go right over the ankle. And if you don't feel a stretch happening anywhere here, then it means you need to widen your stance. So we'll just go a little farther forward, a little farther back. This might be too much for me. We'll find out. And take a nice deep breath in. Keep the back aligned, the spine aligned. And we'll just drop into that lunge position with the first leg. Boy, now I sure do feel a stretch. The kind that makes you want to stop and take a breath. We're going to go ahead and extend those arms. Just put your palms flat towards the front of you and put your shoulders directly out, or your arms directly out of your shoulders. Oh my goodness. And we're going to turn our head to look over the thumb of the leg that is in the lunge. Nice big deep breath, and as you exhale, we can just bring those arms right back down. And you're gonna push yourself up. We're literally just gonna turn around and do it in the opposite direction. Put your forward foot directly in front of you and your back foot at a bit of a 45-degree angle. We're gonna keep the back leg nice and long. We're gonna bend the front leg into a little bit of a lunge. We wanna keep the knee directly over the ankle and not go beyond. Take a big deep breath here. I feel a good stretch here and a good stretch back here. How about you? Let's go ahead and extend those arms directly out of your shoulder. Take a nice big deep breath. Make sure that you are lengthening that spine, not collapsing, that we're holding ourselves up in alignment, in the flow of energy. And then we're just gonna turn our head. Look over the thumb. Hello, thumb. And hold this position while you take nice deep breaths. It helps to also bring the belly button towards the spine while you do these stretches. Strengthen that core. Helps support the back. Good, and we'll bring ourselves back to center. Drop those arms down. Lengthen both legs, and then we're gonna go heel, toe, together. Yeah. Now I'm gonna grab the chair and use the chair to do a quick leg stretch. Just gonna bring it up here and hold it. And if you can't hold on the outside of your leg, it's okay. You can hold the underside of your thigh. And if you don't need the chair, that's fine. Don't use the chair. A good way to stabilize yourself here is to bring that belly button into the spine. We don't have to hold it for very long. I'm going to go ahead and try the other side without moving the chair. You should always move the chair, but I don't want to turn my back on you. So I'm going to bring that other leg up and hold it in. Good job. And we're going to just release that back down. So lift those feet just a little bit. Give yourself a moment. Shake the whole body out. And then bring your attention to your heart.